Great day. Trust that you're doing amazing. Listen, I wanted to take some time to give some feedback to the video I posted, the first one where I just simply said, I'm struggling. And because there were a few people that it seemed to have resonated with. And I just wanted to provide a part two, if you will, to the I'm struggling piece. And am I still struggling? Yeah, not as much as I was when I first posted that video. You know, day by day, I am just pouring into and working on me. But there are still days where, you know, it's a yucky day, you know, emotionally. But I have had the blessing of being able to take all the energy that I was exerting outside of myself and pouring that back into myself. And, you know, I'm in the gym twice a day. I'm out doing nature walks. I'm doing my work to discover, you know, my own voice. I'm not ready to really socialize yet, so I'm not in that mode right now because for where I am, not only that, for where I am energetically, where I'm calibrating, I know that for me to go out and socialize, I am more than likely going to attract the same level of calibration as to where I am. You know that saying that says, birds of like feather flock together? Yeah, I'm not interested in that right now. I'm not interested in partnering up with someone that's working through their own stuff. And although, you know, socializing can be very healing, I just know that for someone like me, because I do so much conscious work, and I'm doing so much work on just that whole shadow dynamic, that it's not going to be beneficial for me or anyone that I'm around at that time. But let me share just a few of the comments. Okay, so like I said, there are so many people that are going through this life transition. One of the things that I am really discovering is just to be still. To be still and rediscovering this new version of Madison and how I want to craft my glow up. Because, oh darling, there is a glow up that is right around the corner. And so that goes back to what I was saying about not really being in the mood for socializing. You know, I want to take this time to really get to know myself. I was taking so much time to placate and pay attention to everything that was outside of me, that now is the time for me to take heed of and take responsibility and accountability for knowing who I am. You know, that's the question that I ask myself every day when I look in the mirror. Madison, who are you developing yourself to be? And are you happy with the vision that you have for yourself? And I have to say that honestly I am. Winterborn 8852 said, it's not just the breakup, it's the recovery. Oh, that is a whole sermon within itself. Because to be very honest, I was broken up way before I physically left. I've been, you know, just talking over and over again, repeating the same points of what is discouraging about what's happening, and it just kept falling on deaf ears. So I was actually, you know, just sort of mentally and emotionally checked out long before. But it's the recovery piece, that's the piece that's really the heaviest piece, is just in this mode of, okay, now I got to do the rediscovery of who I am, and I got to rebuild everything about my life and living and things of that nature. So it truly is, and yes, Winterborn 8852, that was a really great point. Ivy Smith 2537 and also Mom Carter 1691, they both said, give yourself grace. So I posted a video not too long ago that said, you can't hustle your healing. And I want to thank these two commenters for saying, yes, give yourself grace. This is something that I learn to do every day, because when I get to the point that I want to beat myself up and question, like, oh my gosh, you know, what did I do? Am I going to be able to do this? Am I strong enough for this? And it's like, be still, you know, give yourself grace. And every day I give myself grace. And I stay in prayer. I stay in constant prayer and just keep asking God, guide my steps. So, also, because of the stress of my union, my overall health suffered. And now I can draw all of my energy unto myself. That is the most dynamic thing. Am I still having some challenges physically? A little bit, yes, but it's not as painful as it was because I'm not dealing with the day-to-day in and out of suppressing my emotions, which is all internal. So, when my experience as I'm suppressing my emotions internally, it's causing a lot of havoc in my body. And being a cancer survivor, I know better than this. I know better than this. And so I know that if I did not do something drastic to shift the dynamic, it was going to kill me, period. And as much as I want to point my finger outside, who see who did the what, see what, I have to take accountability for myself, for my own choosing. Terry KC said, God spoke to her through me. This is why I am documenting this whole experience, this whole journey. 3, I know that I have a calling on my life. And with that understanding, with that understanding, I know that by sharing this journey, even in the midst of the real time ick of it, that someone, somewhere, is going to be like, oh my gosh, I understand that. I know where that is. And not only that, if I can, because understand this also, I still believe in love, okay? Although I got, kind of tossed around in this situation, I allowed things to happen that I had a lot more control over, but I gave so much of my power away. If I can inspire someone to know to angle differently, to switch up or whatever the case may be, wonderful. Because like I said, I still believe in the overall magic and majesty of love. Yes. Just by me stepping back and detaching from the everyday of what was going on in my union, I couldn't do anything else but focus on Madison. And you know what? After I left, I was even more sad. It's hard for me to put that into words what it was about. And it's not because I was sad, yes, that I had to leave because I didn't want to break off my marriage like this. I wanted to be heard, understood, and I wanted to be honored. But I wasn't receiving that. So I had to do something drastically different. And like I said, initially after I left, there was this, like a release, and then there was the release. But as each day goes by, I am discovering myself anew, and I'm rediscovering things about this new version of Madison that is really, it's wild. And it's like, wow, look at you. Look at your resilience and look at your strength. And then the last one, Dwight Gregler said, Madison needs another husband because she's worth it. Dwight, yes, I am worth it. One of the things that I said to my husband when I first met him, I said, listen, I am one half of a power couple. And that is for sure. And as a matter of fact, when I look through the history of our union, I lived up to my promise. I am one half of a power couple. And to this day, I am still one half of a power couple. Not in this emotional and mental space, emotional, mental, and even spiritual space that I am right now. Because like I said, for me to even conjure up the thought of wanting to connect again would only attract exactly where I am. And I am not calibrating at my highest. So I refuse to put myself out here in a situation where I am calibrating here and I know I'm going to attract here, So I'm daily working. Each day I'm chopping away. And guess what? Because I've been doing the work for so long, it's not going to take me long to get to where I need to go at all. I started doing this work I've been doing this work on myself for so long. But when I recognized that things were not going to change in the situation unless I made the change, I started digging deeper. And the deeper that I dug, and the more that shit that I was pulling up, it was like, oh God, I thought I had done all this work before. And the truth is, I have done the work. I've been doing the work since 2000. I really have been doing the work since then. But, you know, higher levels, bigger devils. And this is a prayer that I prayed. I said, Mother, Father, God, and all that is pure love and light, I want to experience what it is to be a God right here, right now in this lifetime. I don't want to wait until after, you know, the sweet by and by. I want to know what it is now. And so because of that, I am open to the lessons that God has to share with me and what God has to show me. So yeah, it is a struggle, but this for me is such a welcome struggle. There are days, yes, I have to peel myself out of bed, and there are other days that I'm so light on my feet. I'm so light on my feet. And it's all, I count it all joy. I count it all joy. So if you're going through this kind of journey as well, count it all joy. And know that, you know, your darkest and your darkest and heaviest days is only going to be a reverse reflection of your lightest and brightest tomorrows. Yeah? Okay. So listen, have a great day. Make it a great day. I'll see you on the other side of greatness. Ciao.